Has anyone got any fresh ones? I'm scrolling and scrolling.
I'm just scrolling through. Most of it's like you bum each other.
You gay? You gay?
You bum each other.
Oh,
gay?
Alex has a foot fetish.
No.
Do you have any fetish, Alex, that you'd like to share on your podcast that goes out to hundreds of thousands of people?
None that I'd like to share on the podcast.
Fair enough.
I wish I was confident enough, but I'm not.
Okay, this one's really funny. Okay, so they've signed it off as well. Alex has put the sword in George's bum at least once. Felix.
Guys, you wanted your name on that?
Thanks, Felix.
You try to look cool, but probably spend your Friday night editing videos. I don't even do that anymore, mate. You know? I just spend my Friday night doing nothing.
I got
Alex
a good
doesn't
one.
actually like designer clothing, but he needs it as a personality trait. Yeah, 50% true. So, there you go, have that.
None of you are actually virgins.
I am. I am.
You've never had sex, Will?
No, never.
What's the furthest you've gone, Will?
That's a fucking question I haven't heard in years.
George says he works in media production instead of telling people he's memulous.
Nah.
He can't say yes because then he'll give away that he does do that.
What do you tell a taxi driver, George? When they ask you what you do for work?
A bit of this, bit of that.
Bit of this, bit of that.
That sounds like you smuggle drugs.
And I like to keep the mystery there.
Yeah,
Because if I go, I make commentary videos on YouTube, that just opens up another can of worms. Like, oh, how do you make money off YouTube? And I'm not going.
Does anyone else have a lie about that? Because that's my least favourite question in the world. Is it when the taxi driver goes, "Oh, YouTube's you got paid from that, do you?" Fucking, because as soon as you know that, you know the whole journey is about it. Does anyone? Like, I know some people pretend they're a student. Like, do you have a lie, or do you just fucking firm it? Do you enjoy the chat?
I just burn off the conversation as fast as possible.
I just say I work on social media.
I honestly was so bad at lying that I just wanted to just brave it.
You bloody lead the conversation.
You find it easier to brave it. You're there like, yes, I can talk about it for an hour.
Oh, I ask.
Yeah.
Once I was out and this like e-boy looking guy, like this proper like TikTok e-boy looking guy, I'm just standing in line for the toilets and he just looks at me and he goes, "What do you do for work?" And I just go, "Cameraman." And he goes, "Oh, right, okay, I'm a TikToker." I was like, "Okay." And he just looks at me and went, I didn't ask anything, by the way. And he just looks at me and goes, "I make a lot of money." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that was before me and George met.
The fuck? Jesus Christ.
You'll enjoy a good foursome now and then. Fucking hell, you guys are funny. Alex either gets too much sleep or not enough. That's just a fact. It's not even an assumption.
That's true.
I've just seen one. It's not an assumption. I'd let the gay one rail a line off my tits.
The gay one.
Is she fit?
To be honest, I've not clicked on them because I'm scrolling through. You all want to do a Pro Club series on the Eboys channel.
We couldn't do it we couldn't get away with that.
I would like to do it. We'd have great fun, but it would stink.
My issue is when I'm gaming, I concentrate too much and I don't even take note of what's going on around me. So I find it really... I realised I was watching back some of my Among Us streams, and when it's the actual game and it's not the talking bit, it's just me staring at a screen like, really seriously.
Really?
Did you not know that you did that on Among Us
No.
as well, which is meant to be a laid-back game that is for some reason gone pro?
Oh no, I take everything way too seriously. Like I think it's just like a hyperfixation thing. Like it's literally just like if I'm playing a game, I'm so locked into it. So
COD multiplayer is the one I can't stream because I hate not doing well on that game, so I have to play it properly.
Yeah, I hate the feeling of someone's watching you play COD because then you feel under pressure. I hate that feeling.
Because it used to be what decided social movements and boundaries back in the day. So you don't want to. You need a good KD to survive, or you're out of the clan.
What is your KD?
I don't know. Probably a 1.02 most likely.
Yeah, I think I've rarely ever had a positive one.
mine's 1.42.
Mine's like 1.5 something.
Nice, George.
I'm really good at Call of Duty.
The gallows saving you there.
No, it's the M16. I was telling you about it last night, James. It's great.
I've been using the M16 since, George. I'm quite enjoying it.
It's great. It's great, isn't it?
It is. It isn't a 1/4 split, and some do more work than others.
That's facts.
Well, no, it is a it is a 1/4 split.
What's it? Oh, the other bit's facts though.
I don't know. I think we all do equal amounts of work.
Fucking shut up, man. Fucking shut up, man.
We all pull our weight.
You all aren't really friends. You just do it for the money. Oh, that's a hard no.
There's no money.
Where's
Where's the money? Where's the money? Has anyone seen a penny from Eboys?
True.
What?
It costs a lot of money to run this channel, especially when we're doing studio stuff. Like the simple fact is, like, I know none of us would do it if we didn't actually want to do it. Because we don't do things we don't want to do. That's our problem.
When does the money come? So we've got this bank account together, right? It's like a big shared one. When do we get it? Right? When
ChipFat comes back.
Yeah, ChipFat fucking.
Yeah, locks it.
Fuck
yeah.
man, that boy.
I won't let myself be paid by this project unless we get ChipFat back.
Can we start like tell people to tweet ChipFat and like make him feel more loved in the Eboys sphere? So then he'll come back.
Kill him.
He'll stay for passion.
Oh no! Can we make it look like we're really sad? Say we ended the podcast early because we just couldn't stop thinking about ChipFat and how much he's ruined our lives.
Yeah, that's it. Right. The podcast finishes now because of ChipFat. It's his fault.
No, don't finish the podcast now.
No.
I'm having fun on this one.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, this one's good. I like this one.
50 minutes, and then we could all send them to go and get him back.
Okay, well, keep that in mind, and we'll end the podcast with it.
All right. Okay. I can't just go to bed. No, okay.
Will smelled the idea of the podcast ending, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no. So what we should do is we should end the podcast."
It is 11:15.
I'm having a good time. I'm in no rush.
All right. Someone said you are just a slightly autistic version of the Inbetweeners.
That's just outrageous.
You probably can't say that.
Like, for so many reasons, that's wrong.
Which in-betweener would you say we are?
Oh, that's a good question. Who's who?
Oh, go on. I know which one I am.
Alex is J.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'll take that. Complete it, mate.
I'd say you're Simon, James is Will, and I'm Neil.
Yeah,
I'd say
I could back that.
I'd say
I could back
that's
that, yeah.
like,
That's really it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's probably actually worryingly close.
Yeah,
actually, now I think about it.
Yes, I don't know how much I like that. I don't know if I like that assassination of my character.
That weirdly fits.
Yeah, it's not fun.
And that girl that Simon wants to date is Belle Delphine.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, for fuck's sake. And do you know what the weird thing is? Mira? Do you know Tara, who he actually gets with Simon?
yeah.
Everyone always says Mia looks like her, or either looks or sounds like her. So there is a weird link.
Oh, maybe we are just all the regen in between us.
Regen in between.
If you're four mates in England, you probably are just regen.
Yes,
in
I bet that.
between us.
Yeah, actually, that sounds right.
Like,
I bet
across
it
the
applies to
board.
everyone.
If I went home and found four of my mates who go to the pub, they would all fit in the same four categories as well. It's weirdly terrifying how accurate that show is.
James isn't even that old.
That's yeah,
It's true.
that's true.
He's younger than Will.
I'm young. Yeah, no. In order,
That's
it's
not saying much though.
Alex is the youngest, and then George, then me.
We've all got a year gap between us, I think. Alex is 21, I'm 22, you're 23, and Will's 24.
You almost said 31 there. Your heart wanted to say 31,
Yeah,
didn't
but-
it? You paused for that.
I'm looking through these, but they're all about just being gay.
Will enjoys kinky ASMR.
No,
What's your line? Like, where do you stop?
I don't.
Oh.
Whatever's going, really.
No, but I mean, like, how far would you go before kinky, you know?
What do you mean?
Because you said you don't watch kinky ASMR.
Well, it depends what you mean is kinky. I mean, if there's tits in the thumbnail, like, I can't pretend I'm not going to click it. Do you know what I mean? What gets kinky?
I don't know, like going.
I don't get off on it, but if you know,
Yeah.
if there's a nice looking lady, I will maybe click. Yeah,
Maybe.
I will click, James. I will click.
Join ASMR already muddled that, because that's like your favourite.
It's not my favorite. It was just the weirdest one I ever clicked on. Right? It's not my favorite one.
Oh, sorry, I always forget. I
Hey,
just get
don't
confused.
talk smack on his name.
I'm just saying it was never my favorite. It's not top of the list.
What was his name again? Mr. D or whatever it was.
Mr. Fucking hell, Mr. T. Right, get it right.
Mr. T, yeah.
Mr. D.
Will secretly loves the Harry Potter talks.
Oh, I did at first. I did at first, and now all I can think of when we're talking about Harry Potter is my mum just might watch this episode. I just the thought of my mum hearing that crack, I kind of participate. Well, I can participate, but in my head I'm like, a ruin.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of my family listen to this podcast. I hope not.
No.
Actually, I think my sister does. Because she's messaged me about the podcast before.
Well, Davina McCall does, so.
Hi, Davina.
That's brilliant. That's so good.
Hi, Davina.
Hi, Davina. What are you thinking of the podcast so far? I hope you're enjoying it.
Davina, tweet it. Tweet one of us.
No.
Fucking, she's got to tweet us. Fucking tweet George Memulus. If Davina McCall tweeted you, I'd be over the moon.
Yeah, Davina McCall, please tweet me at Memulus. It'll be a crowning achievement.